A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to today's class. I hope you're all well and ready to learn. Before we start, I would like to go over some etiquettes of this classroom. Make sure that obviously you've done your wuzu before you came to the class and that you have a clean headscarf or a topi over your head. Also, make sure that your video icon has a red line across it to indicate that your videos are off. Please don't put your hands up unless I tell you to or ask you to. Make sure you listen to the teacher and copy the teacher when she reads out a letter or a word. Also, listen to other students, how they read, and also listen to the feedback that they get from the teacher. And also, at the end of the class, make sure you note down your homework or take a photo on your mobile phone if you can't note it down. Okay, so we'll start today's class with a prayer from the Holy Quran. So can I please ask in charge discipline to choose a student?
Good minute, sir.
1136 is
Good
mine.
minute, sir.
A1136, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Is this A1136?
Okay, I will try one more time.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. What's your ID?
A1136.
A1136. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the class by reading this prayer over here, okay? So I want you to repeat after me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a. Excellent, that was really good, well done. And can you read this translation for me?
Oh Allah, I ask you for
Beneficial, yes.
knowledge.
Excellent, well done, that was really good, mashallah. Jazakumullah for that. So now I'm going to hand the mic over to our in charge discipline, who would like to go over some points with you regarding different procedures such as logging in using Zoom, and also how to download your lessons. So in charge discipline, I'll put the PDFs up on screen, and if you'd like to go over them.
Yes, okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Some of you are still having trouble logging in with Zoom and identifying your correct ID and the correct procedure. So we're going to have this fairly step-by-step explanation as to how to do it. Those of you who know, just bear with it, because there are some students who are still not able to log in. So we're just going to, this is mostly for their benefit. Okay, so how to log in using Zoom. If I can have the next screen, please. Okay, so the first thing you do is you go onto the device that you're going to be partaking the lesson in, your tablet or your PC, whichever device, and you click on the Zoom app icon. What you should then get is this screen here. Okay, and what you need to do is click Join Meeting. Next screen, please. And then what you should then get is this screen where it says Join a Meeting at the top, and then there's a couple of boxes. Now sometimes, and this is where a lot of you are going wrong, okay, sometimes in this box here, you'll already have something written in it. For example, it could be Ahmed's iPhone, but it could be something else. It could be Galaxy J8, for example. Something may already be written in there, okay? It's not a problem, it's easy to overcome, and we'll show you in the next slide. So what you do is you highlight what's been written there, and on the next slide, You then type in your ID. Now this is just a random ID that we've made up for demonstration purposes. What you need to put in here is either an A if you're a Tifl followed by 4 numbers, or an N followed by 4 numbers if you're a Nasirat. This ID should be of the form a capital A or a capital N, and there should be 4 numbers afterwards. There should be no spaces, and there should be nothing else attached to it. This ID you'll find on the acceptance email that you would have received from the department just before you started this course. Next slide, please.
Just 1 second, it's just frozen. There you go.
Okay, so then once you've typed in your ID, there's 3 boxes which say remember my name for future meetings, don't connect to audio, and turn off my video. You need to tick all those boxes, okay? The turn off my video is the most important one, okay? But if you could tick those boxes, it would be useful. And then the next slide. You then type in the top box, the meeting ID. Now again, just for demonstration purposes, we've chosen a random number here. But the actual meeting ID you will have received in your acceptance email when you were accepted onto the course. So you type in that ID here, and then what you will find is that this join option lights up. It becomes a bright blue that you can actually click on. So you click on that. Next slide.
Just 1 second.
So then what then happens once you click join is that you get this screen where it says join a meeting, please enter the meeting password. And you've all been sent a password, and bear in mind any capital letters that were part of this password. This is case sensitive, so you must put in any capital letters, any numbers as they appear. You type that in, and then the next thing you do is you click this join button. And then what you'll find is that yes, once you click join, you get this screen, okay? And then very quickly, you'll get the next screen. This one. And what happens is that when this screen appears, you're asked to type in your email. Now, this is the email that you supplied to the department when you applied for the course, okay? Some of you will have many emails. We want only the email that you supplied to the department when you applied. Now, again, we've just put a nonsensical email here just for demonstration purposes. Put in a correct email that's appropriate to yourself, okay? And then you'll find join meeting button will light. It'll highlight in blue, and so what you do is you click it. And then, the next slide, you'll find that this screen will appear. And at this point, all you've got to do is just wait patiently. Some of you, alhamdulillah, are arriving quite early, and we're still setting up. Jazakumullah for that. But just wait patiently whilst the teacher sets up. At the appropriate time, you'll be admitted into the class, okay? Now, that's all there is to logging in, okay? Now, if any of you have missed some of this, because you've only just arrived in the meeting, yesterday we did show how to watch recorded lessons. If you follow that procedure, you will be able to view this lesson, and you can see this demonstration in the recording, okay? And maybe at some point in the future, we will repeat this, but that's how you need to log in correctly. If you can possibly do that, everybody will get on swimmingly well. Okay, Jazakumullah for that, and we'll move on to another demonstration. Okay, and so some of you have been in touch with the department about how to download lessons. Again, this was demonstrated earlier in the course, but we repeat these presentations throughout the course, and today we're going to show you how to download lessons. Okay, so the next slide, please. What you do is you go onto the internet and you go to this website here, the nqc.org.uk. And when you've typed that in, you'll find that you get onto a home page which looks a bit like this on the screen. Okay, next page, please. What you then do is you click on the downloads option, okay, which is highlighted here in black and circled in the red. Next. And then you'll get this screen and these options. And now, because you're G1, you click on the Tashilul-Quran lessons G1, okay, which is part of the circle there. Click on that, and then you'll get this page. Now, depending on which lesson you want to download, you click on the lesson that you wish to download, and then you'll get the lesson will actually appear on the screen. Now, at this point, all you're able to do is just view it, okay? You haven't as yet downloaded it. What you need to do is you need to go to the arrow, which is within that red circle there, and you need to click on that in order to download. When you've done that, next slide, please, you'll find that this screen will then appear, the actual lesson without any of the other bits. And that's, you're on the right track, okay, but still at this stage you haven't actually properly downloaded. What you then need to do, the next slide, is you hover with your mouse over the bottom of the page, and at some place you'll find that what's shown by the red arrow, those options will then appear, okay? Once you've got those, you then click on the download option, which is within that circle there, which has got the arrow. You click on that, and that is what will actually download the lesson onto your device. Next slide, please. Okay, so that's how you download, okay, but sometimes you'll find, depending on what you've clicked, the whole process is slightly different, okay? For example, if you wanted to download the prayers, which we've been asking you to practice whilst you're waiting for the class, okay, and that we do every day at the beginning of the class. If you were to download those, you would click what's inside that red circle, and then you would get, on the next slide, this page. Now on this page, you can see that at the top, there is no download option available. It's not a problem. What you do is you take your mouse to the bottom of the page and you hover until you get these here that are inside the red circle, okay? Once they've appeared, on the next slide, please, what you have to do is you have to click on the download option, which is within this red circle here. Click on the arrow, and then you'll find that that's downloaded. And the next thing you've got to do is you've got to go to your downloads on your PC, okay? Once you've got there, you'll find the lesson that you've downloaded. And what you then need to do is a sensible route would be to create a folder somewhere in your documents maybe, or on your desktop, and then you place the downloaded lesson in that folder so that you've got everything that you downloaded in one place, okay? And you can also print that off too. So for example, the dua that you read every day, and at the end of the day, if you've downloaded it and you printed it, you can have that in front of you whilst you're waiting for the teacher to start the class. And you could be practicing reading that day's class. So printing it off is also useful. Of course, you can also buy the Talimul-Quran book, which is what this course is based on. It's available at the Atfal bookshop, and it costs, I believe, £3. But you may be able to speak to your local publication secretary to find out whether you can get hold of it if you live far from London and you're unable to get to the Atfal bookshop. Okay, so those are the two presentations we wanted to demonstrate today. As I say, recordings are available. And if you follow the procedure that was demonstrated yesterday, you will be able to go to the recording of this lesson, and you will then be able to see how to log in correctly and also how to download lessons. And so if you've missed any of those presentations today because you've arrived a little bit late, not to worry. Watch the recording and then follow the procedure, and hopefully, inshallah, everything will be fine. Okay, Jazakumullah for your help and your participation, and I'll now pass you back to the host.
Jazakumullah, that was really informative, and I hope you all learned something from that. Jazakumullah. Now we're going to move on to today's lesson. In today's class, we will be revising lessons 8 and 9 that you covered on Monday and Tuesday, which was of long stretch fatha in lesson 8, and then vertical kasra or long stretch kasra in lesson number 9. So you learnt on Monday that a vertical fatha is when the stroke of fatha is vertically placed over a letter, and a letter bearing a vertical fatha should be given double the time as compared to a normal or a simple fatha. So it should be given about 2 seconds or 2 counts. For example, over here, you can see that this letter over here has a simple fatha on top of it. So this should be given a time of 1 second, whereas this letter over here, the same letter, has a vertical fatha on top of it. So it should be given double the time. So it should be given about 2 seconds. So I would pronounce this as ba, ba, and this as ba, ba. So I hope you can see the difference between the two and how they are pronounced. Now, can I please ask in charge discipline to choose a student to help me read some of the other examples?
Yes, it'll be a Tifl A1139.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum, A1139. Assalamu alaikum, A1139.
Okay, not to worry. We will try him again in a little while. Let's try another Tifl A1135.
Assalamu alaikum, A1135.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. Okay, so right now we're practicing. What rule are we practicing today? Right now?
A vertical kasra.
Yes, we will be doing vertical kasra as well, but right now we're doing vertical fatha. Okay, so we've just read that vertical fatha should be given a time of approximately 2 seconds. Okay, and a simple fatha should be given the time of 1 second. So right now I just gave an example over here, and I would like you to now read a couple of more examples for me. Okay, so I'm going to point to some letters, and I want you to read them how you think they should be pronounced. Okay, so.
Okay.
How do you think this should be pronounced?
2 seconds long.
Yes, exactly. 2 seconds long. So how would you say this?
Da.
Well done. That was really good. And how about this one?
Da.
Yes, well done. That was excellent. How long did you say this for?
1.
1 second, exactly. Well done. Now, can you say this one for me?
Kha.
Well done. Excellent. 1 second. Excellent. And this one?
Kha.
Well done. 2 seconds. Okay. Kha.
Kha.
Excellent. Okay. Well done. Good distinction. Now, this one?
Sa.
Well done. And this one?
Sa.
Excellent. Well done. And this one for me now?
Ma.
Perfect. And this one?
Na.
Excellent. What do both of these letters have on top of them?
A vertical kasra.
Okay, you got the first bit of that right, which is vertical. But the second bit, is this a fatha or a kasra?
Fatha.
Yes, this is fatha because it is found on top of the letter, okay? A kasra is found underneath the letter. So that's the difference between a fatha and kasra. So this over here and these both are called vertical fatha, okay? Okay, that was really good reading, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah. And can we have another student now, please?
Yes.
Allah Hafiz.
Atfal A1127.
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum. A1127.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, so right now we just looked at single letters over here, how they're pronounced, if they have a simple fatha or a vertical fatha. Now we're going to move on to exercise 8.2, in which you are starting to join letters to form a word over here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point at each letter first, and then we'll try and put it all together at the end over here, okay? So can you say this one for me, please? Okay, yeah, that's good. But try and stretch a bit long just for 2 seconds, okay? Well done, excellent. And this one?
Ma.
And this one?
Na.
Excellent, well done. And all together now?
Mana.
Well done. One more time?
Mana.
Well done. That was really, really well read, okay? Excellent. Which of these letters has the vertical fatha on them?
The alif.
The alif, exactly. And how long did you pronounce that for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Excellent. Now let's move on to the next example. Can you say this one for me?
Ka.
Excellent. This one?
La.
Well done. And this one?
Bu.
Perfect. And all together?
Kalamu.
That was really good. One more time.
Kalamu.
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 Okay, excellent. Just make sure that you stretch this one just a bit longer, just for 2 seconds, so that you read it nice and beautifully, okay? One more time. Kalamu.
Kalamu.
Perfect. That was really good. Okay, the last bit that you did was really, really good. Excellent. That was really good. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another student, please?
Yes, we will now have A1136 again. There we go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, A1136. Now I'm going to again point at some letters, and then we'll try and say this all together at the end over here, okay? So can you say this one for me?
Ki.
Okay, try and say this one more time, making sure. Yes, say that again now.
Ki.
Yes. Okay, so right now this kaf, this letter kaf, what does it have underneath it?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to give you two options, okay? Is it a fatha or a kasra?
Kasra.
Yes, kasra, okay? So this kaf is this stroke over here that is found underneath the letter is called a kasra. And a kasra should only be pronounced for a simple 1 second, okay? That's why you don't stretch this out. You only say it for 1 second. Ki.
Ki.
Well done. Try this one now, please.
Ta.
Excellent. What does the ta have on top of it? What's this?
Fatta.
Yes, it is a type of fatha, but is a vertical fatha. Yes, okay. So, and you pronounced that for 2 seconds, which was really, really good, okay? So vertical fatha should be said for 2 seconds, and a simple fatha for 1 second, okay? Let's try this one now.
Bu.
Try again.
Bu.
Yes. Why did you shorten your timing on the second go?
Huh?
Over here, what does the ba have on top of it?
U.
It's dhamma.
Zama.
Yes, dhamma, okay? Now, this is called a dhamma, and a simple dhamma should be pronounced for, again, 1 second. Fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Fatha looks like this, okay, on top of the meme. Fatha. Kasra looks like this underneath the kaf. And dhamma looks like this, which is also found on top of a letter, and it has this round bit over here, okay? So this is fatha, kasra, and dhamma, okay? And this over here that we're learning about right now is called a vertical fatha or a standing fatha, okay? Because it stood up like that. And Simple fatha, kasra, dhamma should be said for 1 second each, and a vertical fatha should be said for 2 seconds. Okay, that's why this would only be said for 1 second. So you would say bu. Can you say that? Repeat after me. Bu.
Bu.
Well done. And can you try and say this word now for me?
Kitabu.
Well done. Excellent. Kitabu.
Sorry.
Repeat after me. Kitabu.
Kitabu.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. Let's try the second example now. Over here, what's this?
Ka.
Excellent. That was really good. 2 seconds you pronounced that for, which was excellent because of the vertical fatha. Okay. Let's move on to the next one.
Li.
Well done. Now this lam has a kasra underneath it, so it should only be said for 1 second. Good. This one?
Ku.
Ooh.
Ku.
Yes, well done. Okay. This qaf has a dhamma on top of it, so 1 second. Okay. So qa 2 seconds, this 1 second, this 1 second. Okay. Now all together now. Can you say this?
Khaliku.
Perfect. Khaliqu.
Khaliku.
Okay, just be mindful, just remember that at the end, the qaf, don't stretch it out, okay? Because I understand that when you're reading it in continuation, sometimes you might be mistaken and might stretch this for more than 1 second, but you need to take care that you end your sound right there, okay? Don't stretch it. Khaliqu.
Khaliku.
Excellent, much better, okay? Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another student, please?
Chakla.
Jazakumullah.
Okay. I'm trying to unmute Nasra N1237. And she's not allowing me to unmute her. So if she can hear Nasra N1237, please see if you can do something with the mic, because I'm not able to unmute you. In the meantime, we will have Nasra N1230.
Assalamu alaikum, N1230. Assalamu alaikum, N1230.
Okay, not to worry. N1232.
Assalamu alaikum, N1232.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, so I'm going to point at each letter. Can you please repeat it or say what you think it should be, okay? Can you try this one for me?
A.
Yes. Why did you correct your mistake? What is the alif on top of it?
Because on top of the alif there's a vertical fatha.
Excellent. So it should be said for how many seconds?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Excellent. So can you try this one for me?
A.
Perfect. Well done. This one?
Sa.
Okay, try again.
Sa.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, 1 second because of a simple fatha. Next one.
Ra.
Excellent. Again, simple fatha, 1 second. Now all together for me.
Sara.
Perfect. Okay, well done. Thara.
Sara.
Well done. This letter over here, tha, try and pronounce it with your the tip of your tongue touching your top teeth. Tha.
Sa.
Tha.
Sa.
Okay. Keep practicing the sound of that letter, okay? Thara.
Sana.
Okay, well done. Your timing was really, really good. Let's move on to the next one now. Okay, how many seconds do you think this should be said for, this letter?
2 seconds.
2 seconds, because of the vertical fatha, yes? So now try saying this for 2 seconds now. Perfect, well done. And this one?
Ya.
Excellent, well done. This one?
Ti.
Try again.
D.
Yes. Now this only has a simple kasra underneath it. So this would be said for 1 second. Okay? T.
D.
Well done. Now all together.
Ayati.
Okay, try one more time.
Ayati.
Much better. That was really, really good. Okay, before you didn't stretch the alif for long enough, but the other two were fine. And then in the second go, you did all of that perfectly. Okay, ayati,
Ayati.
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 Okay, well done. Now the two letters that both have a vertical fatha on top of them are the alif and the ya. Okay, so because they both have a vertical fatha on top of them, they both need to be said for 2 seconds each. So that's why you have to make sure they're said for the same amount of time. So I would say this one for 2 seconds, then this one for 2 seconds, and then finally this one for 1 second. Ayati.
Ayati.
Excellent, well done. Okay, just keep on working on your timing. Make sure that each letter with a vertical fatha is said for the same amount of time. But that was really, really good.
Okay.
Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another student, please?
Jazakallah.
Yes. Before I give the mic, there is a young Nasra with the ID 6166 and 6166. Could she please look at her ID, find her correct ID, and then log back in with that, please? Until such time, we won't be able to give her mic. Okay? So now we have young Nasra and 1234 on the mic.
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
One.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you speak a bit louder? Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so I'm going to now, before we had the aid of the separate letters, but now we're straight going into straight looking at words and seeing, but we can take one letter at a time. Okay, so we'll take one letter at a time and then we'll try saying all together. Okay, to help you out. Now, can you try saying this part of the letter for me?
Yeah.
Well done. And this one?
Da.
Excellent. This has a vertical fatha, so this should be set for 2 seconds. This one now?
Who.
Okay. Don't stretch that out too long, just simple 1 second because of the dhamma. Who?
Who.
Well done. And all together?
Ya. Yadahu.
Okay. Right now, you've said all three of these letters for 1 second each. But this dal over here in the middle has a vertical fatha on top of it, which means that we need to say this one for 2 seconds. So we would say this as yadahu,
Yadahu.
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 Much, much better. Well done, okay? Just make sure that any letter with a vertical fatha on it is said for 1 second, and any other letter with a fatha, kasra or dhamma is said for, vertical fatha said for 2 seconds, and fatha, kasra or dhamma is only said for 1 second, okay? So let's try this one now. This first letter is, how would you pronounce this?
Fal. Liku.
Okay, that was good, really good. But this lam over here, you stretched out for too long. It's only a simple kasra underneath it, so only said for 1 second. So, faliqu.
Faliku.
Excellent, well done. Let's try the next one now.
Sa.
Sa.
Salah.
Okay, it's really good. You're trying to say the whole word all together. Really, really good. But try to take it one letter at a time. Okay. So this first letter was fa, which you said really well. What's this second one? How would you pronounce this? La.
La.
Yes, 2 seconds. Okay, because of the vertical fatha. And this one, how would you say this?
Tu.
Thu. Can you say that? Thu.
Tu.
Well done. Okay. So 1 second each for the tha and the thu, and this lam would be said for 2 seconds because of the vertical fatha. Thalathu.
Tashalatu.
Well done. Excellent. Now let's do this last one with you. Okay. Now can you try this one for me?
Ka.
Excellent. This one.
Da.
Ta.
Da.
Excellent. Okay, just 1 second. And this one.
La.
Excellent. And all together.
Katala.
Okay, that was good. But make sure that you stretch this first one, this first letter for 2 seconds because of the vertical fatha. So there needs to be a distinction between each of the 3 letters because this first one has a vertical fatha. Qatala.
Katala.
Yes, well done. That was a really, really good try. Okay, you know your letters, you know everything, but just make sure that you work on your timing of any letter that has a vertical fatha or if it has a simple fatha, kasra or dhamma. Okay, just work on your timing. But other than that, that was really, really good. Okay, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to vertical kasra. Okay, now you learnt this in yesterday's class, and you learnt that when the stroke of kasra is vertically placed below a letter, it is called vertical kasra. Now a letter bearing a vertical kasra should be stretched for approximately 2 seconds. So the same rule applies as the vertical fatha. So vertical kasra is the same thing. However, it's a kasra which is vertically placed underneath a letter. So as you can see over here in exercise 9.1, over here, this letter has a kasra underneath it. So it should be said for 1 second. B.
B.
Yeah, and then the second letter over here, same letter, but now this has a vertical kasra underneath it. Now this vertical kasra, like I said, should be pronounced for 2 seconds, stretched for 2 seconds. So I would say this as B.
B.
Excellent. Okay, B. Now that's the difference between a simple kasra and a vertical kasra. So now can I please ask in charge discipline to choose another student to help me go through some examples?
Yes, I'm trying N1237.
Assalamu alaikum, N1237. Assalamu alaikum, N1237.
Okay, we have N1238 on the line.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, N1238. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Is this N1238?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, good to have you on the line. Okay, so now I just read out what a vertical kasra is. So now we're going to practice letters with a vertical kasra underneath it and also a simple kasra, so we know how to pronounce each one. Okay, now this one over here, we have the letter Jim over here. Okay, and this letter Jim has a vertical kasra underneath it. So can you please tell me how you would pronounce this?
G.
Excellent. Well done. For 2 seconds, yes? G.
G.
Excellent. Now, what I want you to do is right now come closer to the mic so I can hear you properly, okay? Like right now you're a bit faint. Now, let's try this one. This again is a Jim, but this has a simple kasra underneath it. So how would you pronounce this?
G.
Excellent. One more time.
G.
Excellent. For 1 second, yes? Excellent. Now let's move on to the next letter. You have dal with a simple kasra underneath it. How would you pronounce this?
D.
Yes, okay. 1 second rule applies over here. Now let's move on to this. How would you pronounce this?
D.
Excellent. This one again?
D.
And this one?
D.
Excellent. Mashallah. Really good timing. Well done. Let's try this one now.
D.
One more time.
C.
Yes, excellent. And this one?
D.
Well done. This is for 2 seconds because of the vertical kasra. Excellent. Let's try this one now.
Key.
Well done. And this one?
Lee. Let me do it.
Then one more time.
Lee.
Perfect. That was really, really good, mashallah. Well done. Your timing was really good and you read each letter beautifully, okay? Excellent, mashallah. Keep revising, but that was really, really good. Jazakumullah for your help. Now we're going to move on to exercise 9.2.
What if I don't know?
Wa alaikum salam. Is that N1237 I think we had on the line?
Yes, I can get her back onto the mic.
Yes, you can get her back on the line. Assalamu alaikum. Is that N1237?
G.
Okay, excellent. I think we're having some trouble asking you to come on the mic, so it's good we have you on the mic now, okay? So right now we're going to move on to exercise 9.2. So I'm going to ask you to read each letter one at a time, and then we'll try and get the whole word. Okay? So can you try saying this one for me?
You can just try it.
How would you pronounce this?
Jesus.
Sa.
Okay, excellent. Now you've got the correct letter, but this is a simple fatha, so try saying it for a simple 1 second, okay?
Sa.
Yes. Sa.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you repeat after me? Sa.
Sa.
Excellent. Much better. Okay, well done. Just for simple 1 second, 1 count. Okay? Let's try this one now.
Ma.
Perfect. That was really good. Well done. Again, this is for 1 second. Simple fatha on top. Now let's try this letter over here. How would you pronounce this?
Ra.
Okay, the letter is ra, yes, but because it has a kasra underneath it, the sound changes and you would pronounce this as ri.
Li.
Yes, excellent. Okay, now let's try this one now.
Try it. Try it. Come on. I know you know it. Come on. Okay.
Now this one over here has a vertical kasra underneath it, so this should be pronounced for 2 seconds, okay? So just repeat after me. He,
He.
okay? Ri,
Ri.
he,
He.
okay? So the ra, this letter over here, the first letter over here has a kasra underneath it, and the second letter over here has a vertical kasra. So the first letter is said for 1 second, and the second letter is said for 2 seconds. That's the difference between the black letter over here and the blue letter over here. Okay? Now all we're going to do is we're going to try and put this all together in this word over here. Okay? So what I want you to do is just repeat after me, and then you can keep practicing it afterwards. Okay? So repeat after me. Sama,
Sama.
rihi,
Rihi.
sama,
Rama.
sama,
Sama.
rihi,
Rihi.
sama, rihi.
Rama. Rihi.
Okay, this first letter over here, you pronounce this as sa.
Sa.
Yes. Samarihi,
Samarahi.
samarihi.
Samarahi.
Okay, over here, this has a kasra underneath it, so you pronounce as ri, not ra. Okay, so samarihi.
Samarahi.
Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Final one. You did really, really good. Okay, shabash. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the next example over here. Okay. Now I want you to try and give it a go. If you can't, I will help you out. Okay. Now how would you pronounce this? How would you pronounce this?
Yeah, let's just speak it up.
This is the letter Ain. Okay. So this has a dhamma on top of it. So you would
Repeat just.
can you say that? Repeat after me. Ooh.
Repeat. Oh.
Excellent. And this over here is mu.
No.
Well done. Excellent. Okay. U mu. Excellent. Okay. Now this over here has a kasra underneath it. This letter ra has a kasra. So you would pronounce this as ri. Excellent. And this over here is the letter ha, and it has a vertical kasra underneath it. So you would pronounce this as he. Yes, okay. The letter is ha, but as soon as it gets a vertical kasra underneath it, it is pronounced as he. Okay, excellent. Now over here is the whole word all together. So I want you to repeat after me.
Umu.
Rihi.
Nihi.
Umu.
Umu.
Rihi.
Lihi.
Rihi.
Lihi.
Umurihi. Umu.
Murihi.
Excellent. That was a really, really good try, mashallah. You did really, really well. I can see that you're trying, but after this class, I want you to go and I want you to revise all the lessons that we've learned so far so that you can really keep up to date with what's happening and you get good revision as well, okay? Also, one more thing that in your sound, there's a lot of disturbance and really loud background noise. So if can you say what that is so that can be fixed next time? Definitely help you really, really well.
Thank you, Sakala.
Welcome, Allah. Can we have another student, please?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. What's your ID?
1141.
And 1141. Okay, excellent. Okay, so over here, let's go on to trying this example over here, okay? So can you try saying this for me?
B.
Excellent. This one?
Yadi.
Excellent. You did that really, really well, okay? The ya has a fatha, the dal has a kasra, yadi.
Yadi.
And this one now?
He.
Excellent. And can you say that all together for me now?
Biyadihi.
Perfect. That was really, really good. One more time.
Biyahidi.
Okay. This is the D. Okay. Biyadihi.
Biyadihi.
Perfect. Mashallah. That was really, really good. Let's try this one now. Excellent. Excuse me. Okay. So that was ku.
Ku.
Excellent. And this one?
Tu.
Perfect. This one?
Bihi.
Perfect. Excellent. And can you try saying that all together for me now?
Kutubihi.
Perfect. One more time for everybody now.
Kutubihi.
Mashallah, you did that really, really well. Both the examples, you did really well. Your timing was excellent. Your pronunciation of each letter was really good. I can tell that you've been revising. So, shabash, excellent, well done. and keep revising, okay? Jazakumullah for that. Can we have another student on the line, please?
A1137.
Assalamu alaikum. Is this A1135?
37.
37, okay. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you to read a couple of these examples from this bottom line over here, okay? Now, let's try this one, this first example. Let's take one letter at a time if you're finding it difficult, and then we'll say it all together, okay? Can you say that again? Mashallah, well done. You didn't even need my help there. Excellent. Now, can you tell me the three letters that have the vertical fatha or a vertical kasra on them? Which one has the vertical fatha on them?
Alif.
And?
Ya.
Yes, the alif and the ya, so these first two letters have the vertical fatha. That's why A1137 stretched these for 2 seconds. Okay, now this over here, the ha at the end, has a vertical kasra underneath it. That's why, again, you stretch that for 2 seconds. And can you say that again for everybody for one more time?
Ayatihi.
Perfect, that was excellent. Okay, now let's try this example now.
Biyadihi.
Mashallah, well done. One more time.
Biyadihi.
Excellent, mashallah, that was really, really good. Let's try say it in a bit of a flow now, okay? So without stopping. Biyadihi,
Yadihi.
biyadihi.
Yadihi.
Excellent, mashallah, well done. Now let's try this one.
Amalihi.
Excellent. Just make sure you don't stretch the R for too long, okay? So, amalihi.
Amalihi.
Okay, don't stretch this ayn. So the ayn has a simple fatha on top of them. So that's why don't stretch it, just say for 1 second. Amalihi.
Amalihi.
Perfect, excellent, well done. And can you do this example for me now?
Bihi.
Excellent, mashallah. Again, mashallah, well done. And this one's A1137. Excellent. That was really good, mashallah. You did really well. Your timing was excellent. So well done and keep revising, okay? Jazakumullah. Can we have one more student, please?
Okay, I'm trying N1230 one more time, but her mic is not allowing me to unmute her. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
No, I haven't got anybody on the mic at the moment. I'm trying N1230, but her mic is not allowing. So we will try N1246.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Is this N1246?
No, M1240.
40. Okay. Okay, so can you try saying this word for me now?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. I have unmuted somebody with the ID N1246. Unless she's ID'd herself incorrectly. Is this N1240?
Yeah.
Okay, then, but you've logged in as N1246. So if you could adjust it once you're off the mic, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can you read this again, please?
Ilafi.
Excellent. That was really, really good, mashallah. Okay. So the alif has a vertical kasra, the lam has a vertical fatha. So you pronounce both of these for 2 seconds. And then this one has a simple kasra. So 1 second, okay? Excellent. And can you try this one for me now?
Hadi.
Okay, one more time. Assalamu alaikum. Are you still on the mic?
Okay.
Yeah, we
I'm
got.
not sure. He should still be there. Let me try another student. N1247, if I can just locate her. N1247.
Walaikum. Walaikum salam. Okay, N1247, I want you to quickly tell me what this is.
هذه
Excellent. That was really good, mashallah. One more time.
هذه
Mashallah. Excellent. Well done. That was really, really good. This one now.
آله
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. And this one.
قبله
Perfect. Mashallah. I'm really impressed. You're doing that really, really well in a really good flow as well. One more time for everybody now.
قبله
Qibalihi.
قبله
Well done. And this one for me now.
آلافي إلافي
Yes.
إلافي.
Excellent. Well done. I can see that wherever you're making a mistake, you're realizing it and correcting it straight away, which is a really, really good sign. Okay. The alif has a vertical kasra. That's why you need to stretch it for 2 seconds. Okay. So one more time correctly for everybody.
إلافي.
Perfect. That was really, really good. Mashallah. You're doing really, really well. Your timing is good and your pronunciation of each letter is really good as well. Okay. Mashallah. Jazakumullah for your help. And 1247.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay, so now we're nearing the end of Jazakumullah. Now we're ending the nearing the end of our class. So I'm just going to get the homework up. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so on the screen at the moment, you have your homework for today's class. So your homework is to recap. So in today's class, we recapped long stretch vertical fatha, and we also recapped long stretch vertical kasra. And your homework is to practice exercise 8.2 and also to practice exercise 9.2, which can be found on the bottom of page 40 and 41 of your Tashilul-Quran books. Okay, so this is your homework for today's class. So if you want to note it down or take a photo, you can do so now. So I'll repeat that again. Your homework is to practice exercise 8.2 and exercise 8.9.2 on pages 40 and 41 of your Tashilul-Quran books. Okay, so now we're going to end the class. Mashallah, you all did really, really well today. Everybody read very well, and I can tell that a lot of you have been practicing. My advice is for you to all keep practicing. Only that way you'll get better and better at your recitation. And make sure you do your homework as well, which is, again, to revise. So, in charge discipline, can we please have one final student to read the dua with us?
Yes, and just before I pass that mic over, a couple of announcements. Young Nasser N6166, you've remained incorrectly ID'd all the way through the class. Please identify your correct ID and log in tomorrow with that, please. Also, Tifl A1139 and Nasra N1230, we did try to give you the mic. There's an issue at your end. If you could possibly resolve that, and we will try to give you the mic tomorrow. Okay, Jazakumullah, and I will pass you over to N1247 again.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, N1247. Assalamu alaikum, N1247, are you there? Walaikum salam. Okay, if you come back and we'll read this final dua, okay? So where I'm going to say it and I want you to repeat after me, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم ارحمني.
اللهم ارحمني.
بالقرآن العظيم.
بالقرآن العظيم.
Perfect, excellent. And the translation, please.
Hola, हमें से through the great Quran.
Excellent, well read. Jazakumullah everyone for joining us in today's class, and inshallah see you all again tomorrow, same time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.